So today we are starting our lecture number 14 based on the credit first. Second credit we have completed about the gardening and the landscaping. Right. So here you are observing the good photograph as it is the number of plants in the two hands. So generally, then what is the meaning of the hydroponics? So cultivation of plants in the water. Generally, our plants we are growing in the pots in the soil, but here this new technique, it is commonly called as a hydroponics. So it is the technique for growing the plants without soil, utilizing the technology, and the roots were absorb the balanced nutrients which are dissolved in the water, and that generally meet to the plant development requirement. So as nowadays this technology is generally supporting the plant growth, and generally it is producing in the plants producing the mass production. Mass means the large. It is also called as the cultivation of plants without using soil. So you remember this proper concept, and it is very specific one. Secondly, as our second part is there, here you are observing the hydroponics. So what is the meaning of the hydroponics? So it is popularized in the 1920 by the scientist Dr. William Garrick of the University of California, and they have experimented the number of plants for the nutritional and commercial basis. So as he has termed as the system of the hydroponics. Later on, actually the meaning of this hydroponics in the Greek. Hydro means water, and phonos, that is the labor. So literally water working. So water is generally having the one specific role is there. Here you are observing the good photograph and of this plant. So how it is generally seen. So photosynthetic process takes place in the presence of CO2 and the water. So carbohydrate is developed and the oxygen gets released. Already this equation we are knowing. But here, as you are observing, so there is no mention of the soil anywhere in that process, and therefore the only the growth of the plants, it is very important. Second point is there. Here you are observing after these experiments, generally the technique is popularized, and therefore generally why this type of conditions are important. So you see the certain photographs given by the NASA Kennedy Space Center, because we having the certain satellite launching process are there by America or by other, and they require the certain green food. So therefore they have developed certain type of the techniques. Firstly, benefits, sometimes there may be question by many farmers. Some hydroponic growers also they shows the conventional methods are there nowadays. There are the certain private companies are also there, industries are also there. And secondly, as in hygienic, that is the without any contamination, the generally the certain few problems are there, not like the normal plants. But here you are observing there is having the, we may keep the this hygienic condition very nicely. Second thing is there, how does hydroponics work? So here you are observing nutrient hose is there, that is the pipe. Then growing plants are there, return hose is there. So whatever water we are giving, so it is in circulated manner. It is either given constant. So nutrient pump is there, air stone is there, and air pump is there. So water should be with the rich in oxygen. Secondly, the types of hydroponics are there. These are main 6 types. The wick system, water culture, EWB, and the flow, drain and the flow. Then drip system, recover, and the non-recovery. Then NFT, nutrient film technique, it is used, and the aeroponic system is there. So what is the meaning of the wick system? You see the diagram. So here the plants are there, they are generally grown in the certain tray, but specific arrangement only required. Air pump from the lower side, so it is to be having the loose, and the water reservoir is there. Second system is there, water culture. Directly in the water, only air pump is there for the oxygen, right? Floating platform. Thirdly, fab and the flow is there. You see, so in the fab and the flow, there is having the this system with the plants are there, and the drain of this water reservoirs, right? So you remember these diagrams for our study. Then next one is there, it is having the drip system. So like our drip irrigation, water is given by the drop by drop, the nutrient supply and all these are there, right? The nutrient film technique is there. Nutrient film, it is given to the lower side. So water reservoir tank is there, air pump is there, and lastly there is aeroponic. Aeroponic directly nutrient supply in this water, and the mist of the moisture is there. So moisture mist is given. So these are the 6 types, you remember properly. Then nextly, materials used in this one. So as here you are observing number 1, cocoa care. Cocoa coir is there. Cocoa coir means from the coconut husk is there, right? So it is excellent air to water ratio with great water retention. So water is also retained, means removed from this one. Secondly, rock wool is there. So it is fibrous material made from the melted rock. It is not biodegradable. Secondly, as it shows the hazardous to the health and must be pH balance, excellent water retention, right? So pH generally as per neutral, acidic, basic, it is balanced. Thirdly, extended clay pellets are there, the material used for this culture. So most popular media, it drain quickly and pH is neutral, reusable and used in the ebb, right? And the flow. So the 50-50% mixture of clay and cocoa creates a breathable medium for the plants. Breathable, that is the plants also require the aeration. Then potting soil mixture. Potting mixture, perlite plus cocoa coir and the vermiculture, right? Vermiculture म्हणजे त्याला आपण गांडूळ खत म्हणतो. So it is to be used. So remember which is the soil mixture material used for this one, and the long forms. Then one part is there, interestingly, here you are observing the nutrient solutions are there. So how it is prepared? Hydroponics nutrient control is easy, and therefore nitrogen rich grow formula, because nitrogen use it increases the vegetative growth, and therefore it result to the formation of a delicious crop or the vegetable development. In this one, about 70 essential elements are important, right? 13 are the minor and 3 are the major. NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and the potassium, right? So NPK is there. Then there are 3, hydrogen, oxygen and carbon. They are in macronutrient, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur considered. Micronutrients, iron, manganese, copper, zinc, boron, chlorine and the molybdenum with nickel. The pH generally required 5.8 to 6.4 for this technique. Electrical conductivity EC, so it is 1.2 to 3.3 megahertz, right? Then ohm, mega ohm. Then horticultural lightning, the metal halide MH, high pressure sodium HPS lamps, they are to be used for this one. Temperature and environmental control 68 to 78 degree. So more light intensity is given. and advantages of this system are there: higher yield achieved in a small space, nutrients precisely controlled, then grow, bloom and the boost formulas used at the appropriate growth stage. Grow means plant grow, bloom that is the in the flowering, and the boost formulas and the harvesting, so therefore it is used. Then indoor gardens grow the using sorry indoor gardens they are used for this one. Then soil borne pest and diseases are eliminated. There is no point of the use of the soil. Then weeds are also controlled. Then plants are healthier and the reach maturity faster. So these are the some advantages are there, and the main disadvantages are there. Here you are observing the cost of initial investment. It is only firstly the pipes, then boxes or the water system, nutrient pipes are there like this one. So production is management, capital and the labor intensive. A high level of expertise is required, because technically there should be the proper knowledge, skillful hand, we are calling as the skillful hand. Then daily attention is necessary, specially formulated soluble nutrients must always be used. Nowadays water soluble nutrients are there, and some waterborne diseases can be spread rapidly in the recirculation system. After using there may be the waterborne diseases like soil-borne. So here what we can grow, so different types of the, here you are observing tomato is there, different green vegetables are there, so we can grow these at our home. Or nowadays I think you also seen the fodder is there nowadays for the cows or this one, so they are used. So simply at home we may use the this water bottle, plastic water bottle. Then we may use number of water bottles in our home also, and can grow there. So these are the some good photographs of the work done by the so many peoples are there. So see, in one bottle there is one plant is there and only growing on the water. So this is the one part. And lastly, then what is the conclusion for this our hydroponic? So progress nowadays it is rapid, and it obtained for the different countries are there, because the overgrowing population and overgrowing pollution, these are the two twin dangers in front of us nowadays. And therefore to avoid this one, we can produce at our home different vegetables only by keeping the seedlings are there, and thoroughly practical knowledge, and so it gives the definite advantage. And it is soil less cultivation and for the higher crop. Basically different cities without gardens are there, vegetables are there, so we can use. So this is the relatively in the low cost. So this is for the hydroponics. In the next lecture we will see about the same points from this topic. Okay, so thanks to all, have a nice day.